let's talk about Star Wars, the state of Star Wars. It seems as if it couldn't get any worse. Then it gets worse,
Oh yeah,
and
that's actually how it always happens. You always think
mm,
it can't get worse, and then it just suddenly gets worse. Seriously, the man, I hated every single movie, even Rogue One. As much as people are like, oh, Rogue One's great. Ask somebody what is memorable about Rogue One. What do they always tell you? Oh, the hallway scene with Darth Vader. That's always
mm,
the scene they tell you because it's literally the only memorable thing from that film. Otherwise, it's to me it's boring.
mm.
It was a boring film. I thought every sequel trilogy movie was terrible. I thought Solo was terrible. Hashtag Solo lost money. But honestly, Mandalorian to me was the only passable thing that has come out of Disney in the last 10 years.
So here's a question from our regular Jay Haringue in regards to what our good guest thinks of the live action Yaira trailer, and something about Vito. Who's Vito? Is he that cuties man? I don't know.
Yes, that guy. That
But what
guy,
did
yeah.
you think of the live action trailer? We'll get your input about it, then I'll say what I said a few days ago on another show. But please go ahead.
I thought the live action trailer was fine. It kind of resonated with the fact that it took scenes from the book and mirrored them to the
Mhm.
T, where with like when Iceman's falling on the car and talks about how he can't fly, that kind of, obviously if you read Isom 1, you would know where that scene's from. But personally, I think the animateds were better because they reminded me of a better
Mm.
time where you had things like Justice League, the animated series, and Batman, the animated series, which were phenomenal shows back when they came out. And what would I say? If Vito made something of similar quality, he couldn't afford it anyway because he hasn't even put the book out. So I mean, he couldn't afford it anyway. I don't think he can afford a trailer of that quality
Oh
with
my!
$80,000, and when he can't even put the book out, he's still
Is that how much
trying.
it cost? The trailer.
I don't know how much the trailer cost, but he did. But Eric himself said that it was the cheapest thing that he made, and he made the trailer within a day. So
Damn, that's that's incredible. Talk about efficiency. But
But when you
my
work with,
answer would.
when you work with people
Mm,
that have been in the movie industry and they kind of have the
mm,
experience of it, you have people that already have the knowledge on how to run the set and all that stuff. So kind of getting the actors together is probably the hardest part for them. Finding people
well,
that are close
I
in resemblance to the characters of the Ripperverse is probably like the hardest part.
well, I'd just like to echo Garfield's statement and remind everyone what I said when I was on another show. I think it was Kami Mark's show regarding this topic. I felt that it was, first of all, unnecessary. I personally could not believe that a comic book company was releasing a live action trailer for a comic book. And I watched through the trailer and I thought it was a bit tacky, not bad for a first attempt, but I would clearly say that animated trailers would be much, much better, just as
Right.
Garfield points out. But it's good to know that we can all agree to disagree and not cut each other's
Correct.
heads off. This isn't
And
Twitter after all.